Hey everyone, this is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at my first ever InArt figure. This is the BvS Superman, and I want to give a special shout out to Kit. I actually picked this up from One Kit 6. You guys can probably make out the card there, but it comes with, I guess, a little scratch card, and if you win something, he adds those points to your account. So that's actually pretty cool. So that's a neat little, kind of thank you for being in the box, or for purchasing from them, essentially. That was in the box. It did come double box, so that's actually the box it came in there. I decided to pick this one up because I wasn't going to get this red suit Superman. I really wanted to get the black suit. But, shout out to Will at Will Foxification. Whenever he did his live stream with InArt, one of the questions I was asked, which is the question I asked, was, were they going to do black suit? And they said no. And I was like, okay, well, that just means that, or they're not going to do it anytime soon. And, I'm a BvS fan too, as you guys know. And if you see, I'll pan on my wall here, Wonder Woman from the BvS. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see. That's the BvS poster from 325. There's a lot of reflection in it, sorry about that. And then I got my Wonder Woman comic books, but neither here nor there. But yeah, so I decided to go and pick this up and do the BvS collection. I already did the Wonder Woman, which of course y'all knew that. I mean, that was kind of a no-brainer for me. And I'm also going to order the Batfleck when he's ready from them. I'm just going to do that whole team as InArt. I do have a spot for it right here on my Justice League shelf. And so I think this is going to probably be BvS and just a few other figures. It's really going to end up being a DC shelf. But I'm going to have, here I'm going to have the Artisan Harley Quinn. Here I'm going to have the Christopher Reeve Superman. And then up front I'll have InArt BvS Batman, BvS Wonder Woman, and then BvS Supes. So we're going to go and get this unit unboxed, and just so you know, I had a couple of collection pieces come in for the comic books, and I'll do probably a comic book reveal on that probably in the next week or so. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get this box open. I started working on it a second ago. Let me pick it up here. But as you can see, the box has the plastic corners, and this is taped up pretty cool. Just reinforcement to ensure the box doesn't get damaged. And here you can kind of see what it is. Dawn of Justice. I did buy this new, and I do know I could have went through a VSC group and bought it secondhand. But honestly, for a lot of my figures, especially the ones that are special to me, I like to buy those new, even if I have to pay a little bit more than the retail. And this was a little marked up more than retail, but it wasn't bad, and it's not a big deal at all. So we're gonna try to get this puppy open because I already cut it here, but I've got to take these tabs off here to actually get it out. So let me try that right now. I'll cut away to that. All right, so I just basically took the blade and cut down this way here, and they just kind of popped off like that. So I can actually just pop it up like that and get to it. And inside you've got another InArt box. So I guess this is like the equivalent of the Hot Toy shipper. So this is actually triple boxed. That's pretty cool. So, well, I guess technically double box because the unit's in here, and then the shipper, and then Kit went on and boxed it up too. So that's pretty cool. Let me go and get this out of here, and we'll take a look. All right, we got it open here, and it's just taking a quick look at the top of it here. And then that's the bottom. That is the side. And that's the other side. All right, let me stand this puppy up. Alrighty. I mean, pretty understated box. I mean, I know it, InArt has it's always specific to what they're doing, but pretty neat. Yeah. All right, let's get this puppy open. All right, and then inside that box was the actual figure box, and for I guess it was triple boxed in. So you've got the actual box the figures in. You got the silver box, which is a shipper, which I thought was the actual regular box. I don't know why I would thought that, but as many unboxings I've seen. Then you've got the shipper's shipper, and then you have the shipping box from Kit. So awesome. That's super cool. All right, and of course it's got the little translucent plastic sleeve on it, and it is wrapped in plastic so to protect it. So just in case you didn't want to have that, because I was looking at this here. And that is protected too, so I'm probably just going to leave that on there just because I'm going to put this right back in the bag, and I'll open this puppy up. Let's take a look. All right, this is covered in plastic, so I am going to go and take this out. I just want to show you guys this is actually all sealed up, completely brand new. Super awesome. All right, it's kind of we can get the reflection of Gotcha Man in there. All right, let me get this out of the box. Hang on one sec. All right, we got the box here. Again, just kind of super cool with that little silver. This is actually smooth, and this is actually kind of like almost soft touch. This part is like soft touch texture. Really nice. I mean, definitely, it looks like a very premium box. And then, of course, you know, here you have the magnet that keeps the lid on it. So you've got the soft touch inside too. Like I say, very premium as far as how it feels. You know, you got your first piece of foam with your books, and you got your card there, which I guess I'll probably start collecting those as I'll have at least a few InArts coming in over the next few years. And then our next piece of foam here is your figure, and that suits there looking to the side. And then you got your hands, and then the kryptonite pole, Batman's weapon of choice. And then your extra head. And then, so we can get this layer out. And in the bottom layer, you got the belt. I'm sorry, the base. And looks like that's probably his wide cape. So let me get this out. I'm going to take a quick look at it. All right, we got soups out here, and just want to take a quick look at the base. The base is pretty standard. InArt from, I know you guys have seen this 100 times, so I'm not gonna really go into this in a lot of detail. Just wanted to kind of show you guys where I am with this piece here. So I've got the base. I'm probably gonna have him standing on it, probably with the pole, just because of where I have him. It's kind of high up on my display. I'm probably gonna have him holding the kryptonite spear. It is done very well. It's plastic, so it doesn't feel weighty or die cast or anything like that at all. Just, I know they'll have the Hot Toys version, because the Hot Toys version definitely, is what put me off for even buying it. So that's why I put from buying it and going into BvS, because even the black suit Superman by them just didn't look that good. But this here is pretty stellar. I didn't adjust his eyes. All I did was basically put his arm straight down, and it's just this base, by the way, phenomenal. Let me see if I can get a little more light in here. Man, that's just really good looking. Like I said, no adjustments to the suit or his cape. That's just, and this is the drape cape he comes with. So I guess the other one in there is the wired cape. But yeah, looks really good. I mean, this is definitely Henry Cavill, and like Zack Snyder said, this is Superman. Henry Cavill is Superman. So let me zoom in a little bit here so you guys can get a better look at it without the 0.6, but phenomenal. Just stellar looking. Boots on up. So I'm gonna get this guy posed up and put on the shelf, and we'll take a look at him in a second. All right, so I got him set on the magnetic base. So I'll definitely tell you this, the base is a little tricky to get the magnets on. I can see why people, kind of said, that's where InArt maybe decided to get away from it. It does take a little bit of playing with it. The magnets do slide around on the sliders, but it really wasn't bad. And the one thing I'll tell you is, just picking this up here, like you can hear the magnets move. And it's a good stick, and most of the magnetism appears to be like in the front of his foot. But, he's standing a little bit on the heel there, on the little back rock. But, like, even trying to twist his body, like here, it's not moving. Like, I've got to physically move it with my hand to move the magnet. But I think that's a pretty good fit. As far as attachment wise, like I don't feel like he's gonna fall at all. I've got him standing already. Got him standing already where he's got a good grip. But if I back this out here, if I hit him hard enough, he'll wobble. But he's not going anywhere. That's cool. Not bad at all. I'll do some more playing with it. I'll probably do maybe a short on it and just kind of show you guys, but just want to give you my quick look at BvS Supes. He is actually officially the first InArt figure I own, even though he's not the first InArt figure I have ordered, since I do have the BvS Wonder Woman coming and can't wait to get Batfleck. And the BvS display will be great, and I hope InArt continues to do more Zack Snyder. Because James Gunn is doing his thing, but it's just not my thing. Give me Justice League. I love the Batman Ultimate Edition and BvS Ultimate Edition, and of course the Snyder Cut of Justice League. I'm not a DC fan, so Christopher Reeve was my Superman growing up, and never even remotely looked at a DC figure. Or DC character. Superman was cool, but he didn't get cool to me until Zack Snyder put his hands on him, and I really like this New 52 style suit, which I learned that watching some of the other YouTubers that follow DC. But that's why he doesn't have the trousers, because it's the New 52 adapted suit, and I do like that look way better, especially compared to Gunn's Superman. Corn Sweat's doing the best he can, but bro, this is just way cooler. And let's just be real, this Superman is actually Superman. He's not, well, I'm not gonna get into all that, but anywho, great figure, amazing likeness. I haven't played with the eyes or anything, it's just right out of the box. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Later.